good, TPA podcast? It's your boy Big Holla. We are back. I got a special guest with me today. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's your boy AveryB, man. No cap.
How'd you end up going by AveryB?
It's crazy, bro. Cause like I was looking for a name. I know every YouTuber come across that stage when like, what's my name gonna be? Like, what's up?
Yeah.
So, it was YRHAB. Niggas ain't know that.
YRH.
Yeah.
What does that stand for?
Young Rich Homie.
Okay.
I heard that shit in the song. But yeah, that's what it was at first. And then I was like, nah, that shit whack. I'm just gonna change it to my name until I find something else.
Yeah.
So like while I changed it to my name to find something else, it just stayed.
For real?
Yeah. So it was my name.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
I think everybody go through that stage. Mine actually changed.
Yeah.
Mine was like my cousin. We rap. His name was like Killer. Mine was Crazy, right? So he made a Twitter first called Holla at Killer. And we always used to be together, so I made mine Holla at Crazy.
Dang.
And it stuck.
That's crazy.
And then I started YouTube, and this other YouTuber I used to hang out with, he used to be Big Holla, Big Holla.
Yeah.
Like,
so it's
that's
stuck.
not my name. So but I ended up sticking, bro. I heard it so much that I ran with it.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't never knew that. That's fine.
But what you be into these days?
Man, bro, like on free time,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it a
Or
buck.
work, either way.
You feel me? They the same thing now, low key. Like
facts.
they connected. So like mainly, bro, I'm living life vlogging for real. So doing everyday tasks, everyday stuff, just vlog it. You feel me?
Yeah.
And people really into that. So that's probably like a free time, even though it ain't free.
How do you go about like dividing like your personal life and what you want to put on the internet?
It's hard. I'm still learning that balance to this day. You know what I mean? It's getting easier because subscribers are like letting me know more stuff, and I'm going through more stuff. So like, if I go through something, I'll be like, nah, this ain't on the internet.
Yeah.
Or like, all right, this ain't too bad. I could put that on the internet. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Every day, like I see something. All right, cool. That's cool. You know what I mean?
How hard is it to work in people around you? Like, because sometimes people don't have the same charisma on camera that you may have because that's not their passion.
For me, it's kind of easy because like the people I hang around now, like everybody got the same goal. Everybody got the same purpose. So like, the way we act on camera is the way we act like off camera too. So it's kind of like authentic and genuine on that aspect. Cause like everybody YouTubers, everybody know how the game go. Everybody know what's going on. So it's like, all right, camera on, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Quick question though, where are you from?
I'm from Decatur.
You're from Decatur?
Exactly.
That's good. I was hoping you said Atlanta.
Why you said that?
Because I was gonna ask, are you from Amaretta's Atlanta or like Atlanta? That's what I was gonna ask.
I ain't from Amaretta's Atlanta. I'm from everybody else's Atlanta though.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm from Atlanta. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you from another state, I'm from Atlanta.
For sure.
But if you familiar with Georgia, I'm from Atlanta too. But it's Decatur. Y'all niggas, I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's getting complicated now, bro. Like she did too much. She done fucked the whole everything up.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I think it's like the same with like New York, because technically like New York City is only Manhattan.
Really?
But like people
see, that's too complicated, bro. Like if you from Brooklyn, you from New York. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Like when you look up New York, it's Manhattan.
That's
what
it.
it is, yeah.
Literally. Wow.
It just got bigger. It grew over time.
I never
you know
knew
what
that.
I'm saying? You got Brooklyn.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Where
But
you from, bro?
I'm from Gwinnett.
You from Gwinnett?
Yeah.
So do you consider Gwinnett Atlanta?
We always said the north side of Atlanta.
Exactly. So
Or the north side. We ain't really say Atlanta.
we
the
ain't
north
really,
side.
okay. But you have told people you from Atlanta before.
Yeah. If I'm like, bro, my crib is 10 minutes from 285.
Exactly. So how do you feel about her song?
I thought it was. I don't understand. It was a terrible marketing tactic because though she got a lot of eyeballs on her, the same city, everybody around it, you turned against you.
Ooh.
Basically, like saying like, "Yo, look, I don't.
That's
y'all not really from here."
I ain't think about that.
Yeah,
I ain't think about that.
You got to think if she go perform in Atlanta, mind you, some of the biggest promoters in Atlanta is from the north side.
Yeah.
Some of the biggest. Most popular strippers are from the south side. They all claim Atlanta. When you go perform and you want people to rock out to your song, who gonna want to say like they side of town and that's not Atlanta and sing along with you?
That's facts. You're right. That's facts. I ain't think about that.
So when I heard it, I'm like,
Interesting.
I didn't really feel away. I was just like, that's not smart. Why would you do that?
Exactly.
So yeah, it is. How did you feel about it?
I thought it was funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, LOL. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I ain't feeling the type of way. It was funny though.
Yeah. So now that you've come into like success, you know what I'm saying, on the internet, first of all, how many people believed in it like at the beginning?
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Not a lot. You feel me? And the people who believed in it was the people who actually like knew me on the daily. Like, not even like parents though. Like, cause your parents know you, but when you go to school, when you come out from school, like your parents not with you, so they don't see your whole thought process. So even they ain't believed it. You know what I'm saying? Like the vision. But it was a couple folks that did.
Okay. Sure. Did it ever discourage you being around people that didn't believe in it?
Hell nah. I was always the type of person that knew it was gonna happen. And if somebody said it didn't, that was just more motivation than anything. You know what I'm saying? That was more motivation.
Were you ever in relationships during your journey on YouTube?
Yeah, I was. I definitely was.
How was being a content creator? How did that impact your relationships?
Early on, it wasn't too bad. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? But as it started progressing, it started to be like YouTube started to become more of like a career. You know what I'm saying? Like a life choice. Like, all right, this is like what I'm doing probably 20 hours out of the day. You know what I mean? And when you're in a relationship, like, they demand time too. So like now your time ain't matching up. So now you got to make a decision. Like, I got to cut out on this. I got to do this. I got to do this more. I got to cut out on this more. So it came to a mutual agreement. Like, all right, let me go do this, and you got to go do that. You know what I mean? So it came to that point. I
was in a relationship at one point. I think one thing that really impacted our relationship is when she was like, when we watch movies, I want you to watch it. I don't want you to be on your laptop. I'm like, bro, I'm spending time with you. Like, I'm paying attention,
for real?
Talking to you. And I think that led to like a decline in our relationship.
Damn. See, that's interesting because like,
talk to the
you're compromising. You feel me? Like, I see your compromise. You know what I'm saying? You spend the time, but you working at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't think they see the compromise.
Yeah.
You feel me? So like, that'll kind of like, you know what I'm saying, fuck me up in the head. Like, damn, I'm trying. Like, you don't see me trying. Like, you know what I mean? So I see that.
So what content did you make at the beginning of your YouTube career?
Like, just starting out.
Mm-hmm.
So I was always like, I liked editing. You know what I'm saying? Like, before the YouTube, I was an editor. I was thumbnail editing, designing, all type of stuff. So I just wanted to edit myself, honestly. So I like, it'll be a couch like this.
Yeah.
I put the camera right there. I'll be on this side of the couch. I talk, and then I'll be on that side of the couch and talk, and then I split it and like make it like I got a twin. So I was just on stuff like that, but I would never post it. You know what I mean? So like, I was just on stuff like that and like skits and stuff, and then from there, it was like, all right, I'm not gonna post it, to going unlisted, to finally going public, and then just repeating the cycle. Oh, I ain't like that last time. Let me try something else.
Mm-hmm.
So it came from that to that to that, and then I was put on the public interviews by one of my homeboys. Shout out to Dom. He know Dom. I was working at this little job. He put me on like public interviews. Hey, you should go out in public, ask da-da-da, you know what I'm saying? Type of person I was. Like, I always knew how to talk, but like, I didn't talk to folks. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was always like closed off, like to myself. You don't talk to me, I'm not talking to you. So when I started public interviews, it brought my personality to like a public aspect and like setting, so like I could say what I want and, you know what I'm saying, interact with the camera that way. So it all just came in a line like that.
So what was that one video where you was like, yo, this is about to be something?
That I knew before I posted it?
Yeah. Or the video, the way it performed, you were like, yo, it's over.
We got some.
Yeah.
So it was a public interview I had dropped. I was at Lennox. I dropped this public interview. And when I dropped it, it was normal. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, when I dropped it, I was on the streak. Like, I was probably like 12 days straight posting videos.
Yeah.
So like on my 12th day, I had did a public interview. And at first it was normal. And then probably a week later, I had peeped it. And I seen my subscribers going. I'm like, what's going on? Like, this is weird. And I went to the video. Said like 50K views.
Yeah.
I was at like 3,000 subscribers at the time. I said like 50K. I'm like, okay, that shit doing something. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? Throw the phone. Still posting every day though. Cause like, I don't know what's going on. I look back at my phone. Next thing you know, my subscribers just like doing that. Like, it was a certain point, like my subscribers went from 4,000 to 5,000. Go to sleep, wake up, it's at 8,000. Go to sleep, wake up, it's at 12,000. I'm like, hey, is this normal? Like, whole time I'm looking at it, I'm not even paying no mind, bro. Like, honestly, I was in a mindset of not even caring. Not caring necessarily as I don't care about that, it's whatever. But like, all right, I see it, but I'm still doing what I'm doing. I don't care. We gonna still, you know what I'm saying, rock and roll. So while my shit going up, I'm just still running, like going crazy, foot on the ground, going crazy. So next thing you know, I just hit 50K subscribers, and I'm still posting every day. And like all my old videos before I blew up, I probably had like 150 videos. All them going up with it.
Yeah.
So like it was just like a snowball effect for real.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah.
So when you came into that, how did that affect, like, well, obviously you said you were still hustling, right? But how did that affect the like people around you? Were they like hyping you up, happy? Because I know a lot of times like you can come into success, and you'll have people around you like they almost like they said they believed in you when the success came. You know what I'm saying? You can see like the salt a little bit. Did that ever happen?
Not necessarily, because like the type of person I am, I wasn't even like cool with too many. Like,
Okay,
you know
yeah,
what I
that
mean?
makes sense.
So like all the time I was doing YouTube, I was with YouTubers. So like they understood what was going on. Like I ain't really see no bad blood, and if it was bad blood, I ain't see it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm so far in my lane, like my tunnel vision was on so much, I didn't even know. You know what I mean? So I couldn't even tell you that.
So like spinning from like public interviews, like is that what you want to do, like going forward, or was that just like a something that helped you blow up at the time?
Going forward, it was a phase that you know, I really like jumped in that jump real fast. Like that phase was like coming to where it was, and I just, you know what I'm saying, oh yeah, I'm here too, you know what I'm saying, to the community. But as far as content I want to make, I want to have fun when I make my content. Like I want to go outside, just mic up and do everyday things that I always do to, you know what I'm saying, pique my interest. So like, you know, everybody had that time where like, oh yeah, let's go talk to some girls. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's fun. That's something to do. So put that in the YouTube videos. Hey, let's go get in the whips and race real quick. That's fun. Like that's something to do. So like, I just want to really have my content revolve around my life, the fun stuff that I do in my life, and bring the production value up on it. That's really how I want to.
So like the women who approach you, right? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like you mentioned going and talking to girls. How does having a YouTube channel affect, like, can you tell when somebody knows you before you meet them?
Yeah. People good actors though. But primarily you will tell, they'll say something. They gonna say something. But it affects that in a lot of ways. I'm not gonna lie.
So when you say people are good actors, what's
People
like an
good.
example of something that happened?
All right, I was just doing this video the other day, right? So I was giving flowers to girls, right?
Yeah.
So I'm spitting game to this one girl, you know what I'm saying? She on some shy, yeah, you cute, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, all right, bet, I'm fucking with you. Follow me on the ground real quick. So she was a little hesitant, but she picked out the phone. She had pulled up Instagram, and she was already following me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know me, I post on Instagram down there every day on the
Yeah.
story. So you know you seen me before. You feel me? You following me
Yeah.
already, liked a couple pictures. So it's like, damn, so you ain't gonna say nothing. You were just gonna, you know what I'm saying? It was like that.
I don't necessarily think that's wrong, because there's YouTubers I met that are bigger that I followed before, but
Exactly.
like I followed you for your content.
Exactly.
I don't know who you are.
Exactly.
So when I meet you, I want to have a chance to develop that. If I come off like, oh yeah, I know who you are.
Exactly.
That may put a blockade to you.
Nah,
like,
you right.
You
You
don't
right.
want to. You know what I'm saying?
You
So
right.
maybe that's what it was, or maybe
right.
she was just trying to secure the bag.
You right.
Who knows?
Maybe she was trying to secure the bag. I don't know. We'll never know. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up one day and let me know.
Yeah. But how do you decipher like when you want to take like somebody serious or when you don't?
It's hard, bro. I don't trust people. Like, I don't be trusting these girls. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I feel like being that way is way better than being the other way and like trusting everybody. And you know what I'm saying? Getting ran game on. I can't. You're not about to run game on me. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna let it happen. I can't like.
Has anybody ever tried, you think?
I feel like everybody try to a certain extent. Whether it's like, hey, come fly me out, or
You flew somebody out
I
before?
never flew nobody out in my life. I got various requests to try to get me to fly them out. A lot of them. I never in my life flew somebody out though.
Do you think you ever get to that point?
I'm not opposed to it. I definitely do it.
Yeah.
But it got to be a beneficial relationship. And I do not mean that in a sexual term. I mean that in beneficial as I'm spending my money on you. I want some money to come out of it.
Yeah. So like record the date type shit.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what
Like
I'm saying?
I'm definitely post that vlog. I flew somebody out for the first time. That's one video. She gets here. I flew her out and she's here. That's two videos. My third video, we gonna do something. Like it's gonna definitely be beneficial.
You know what's crazy?
Talk to me.
I knew you was gonna be that nigga, right?
Yeah.
When we was in Miami.
Yeah.
We walk around the corner.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, we're like, fuck this nigga Avery, bro. Next thing you know, they're like, oh yeah, I say, yo, this nigga gonna be one of them, bro.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even know your content.
Exactly.
I didn't know you made content when we got there.
Exactly.
Type shit. So when I got there, I said, I seen you. I think we walked down the strip and you was like interviewing somebody. I was like, yo, this nigga is going to be big.
Yeah.
That's what I tell everybody. I think at that time I was like, I feel like you're going to be one of the biggest IRL streamers in Atlanta. That's how I feel.
That's real.
Because I've never seen somebody. I've seen people work like that in fragments, but I've never seen people been able to. Because I think at that time, that's like when you started to blow up, right?
That was around the time I was, you know what I'm saying? I was probably, what year was that? That was 2021, right? I was I was probably established a little bit, probably like 200, 300K.
Yeah.
Probably around that range.
Because, like, I think people's thing is, a lot of people celebrate way too quick. And I didn't see you celebrating.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So I was like, this nigga's going to be crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, do you think recording content like that is ever going to get in the way of you developing a real relationship?
Bro, yes, bro. Especially right now. I feel like down the line, I'm going to find a girl that understands, like, okay, I see what you're doing, and we can work what we got going on into your shit, but we got to take a little baby steps. Like, I feel like eventually it's going to be a girl like that. But, like, right now, like, all the girls that I'm attracted to, like, on some really shit, I don't think they'll give me the time of day for real.
Why do you think that?
Because of the shit I post. You know what I mean? Like,
you'll be surprised.
You think so?
Yeah, and I say that because I can't give away that. Okay, so I was around somebody doing something, and her response was like, yo, what you're doing is going to be big, right? And a lot of girls see that. If you can find the right one and they see that, she's gonna work with you.
Yeah.
You just gotta try.
Yeah.
Because I would have never guessed that she would be that person.
Yeah.
Until she was in a situation to see what was going on, and then that came out. And when she said that, a lot of people they like, oh, this is nice. Oh, this is they look for their benefit in it, right? But she seen the benefit of working this lane and was willing to get behind it.
That's real.
Yeah, so
that's real.
I think it's possible. I wouldn't say
you're right. It just starts from conversation.
So in your comment section, how many people have misconceptions about, or what do you think the biggest AveryB misconceptions are?
The biggest AveryB misconceptions. I'm not a player. I'm a lover. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people try to paint me in a perception of a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Doing girls wrong or whatever. I'm not that guy. You know, I love women. Actually.
What do you think gives them that perception?
They just be looking at thumbnails and titles. Not clicking the video, experiencing the real, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Looking at the daily vlogs, seeing what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Just young and living life for real, you know what I mean?
So when you do get in front of like girls who aren't necessarily content creators, do you feel like they almost try to like show out for the camera, or do you not run into that?
Different girls do different things, bro. Like, it's kind of hard to pinpoint what a girl gonna do on camera and off camera. Like, I didn't see a girl like verbally off camera like, yeah, I'm into you this much. On off camera, like, I'll do whatever to you right now, but on camera, like, nah, I don't want the camera to see what I'm about to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like real talk, like, it blew my mind one time. This one girl, like, we was on camera and she like dubbed, like completely dubbed. I'm like, okay, I get what you're doing. Like, in my head, I get what you're doing, but
you ain't have to do all that.
This ain't the same energy you just gave me. Then when the camera went off, it's right back. So I'm like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
you talk to a lot of girls. Do you ever have people like slide in your DM like, hey, yo, that was my girl that you was talking to?
Somebody actually made a TikTok one time, bro.
For real?
So I was doing a hidden camera prank at GSU, and I had slid on a girl, but the camera was hidden, so she didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah.
So I'm spin game. I'm talking to her like, hey, yo, hold on, you know what I'm saying? Give me your number. So the boyfriend made a TikTok, and he was watching it. He was like, when your favorite YouTuber got your girlfriend, and he like, he threw the phone down. I kid you, he threw the phone down and like, fuck, like mad type shit. But it was like a sound in the back. I was like, wow. And she unfollowed me after that too.
That's crazy. I couldn't imagine, because I always wonder how people are affected by, like, a lot of people don't know what we do. YouTube is huge, but like what you do on YouTube is very has a very small audience in comparison to the world.
Exactly.
Right? So you may run into somebody who don't even know that
what's going on.
exist on YouTube, right? You do whatever, and then next thing you know, your subscribers float that image around. Twitter floats that image around, and next thing you know,
they see it.
Yeah. Do you feel responsible for any ramifications people may have for what they do on camera?
Do I feel responsible? That's a good question, actually. So,
because I'll give you an example. Kai's last video was the cotton pickers video. He went to the school, you know what I'm saying? And a dude came out and talked to him. I don't know if he worked for the school, but I could see how what he said in that video, people at that school could get a hold of that.
Yep, and twist it.
Yeah, twist it and get him fired, right?
Yeah, definitely. So it's been a couple situations where I thought about that. I'm not gonna lie. When like I'm about to post a video, I'm like, oh, I hope it don't go this way because it possibly could.
Yeah.
So like, my justification for that, bro, I try to do everything with a good intention in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not intentionally about to go up to this person and make them look bad. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't do nothing to make yourself look bad, 9 times out of 10 you not. So that's how I feel.
That makes sense. So if you could get rid of one, would you get rid of girls who try to run game on dudes, or would you get rid of mall security?
Mall security.
How has your run-ins been with mall security?
They hate me, bro. Mall security hates me. Like, I'm banned from Linux. Every time I go into Cumberland, there's somebody with a yellow vest walking up to me telling me I can't record. It's like they know my face.
Yeah.
Like, the security guard, the officer at Linux, every time I walk in there, he be like, Avery, you know you can't be in here. Like, say my whole name. Like, literally, it's crazy.
They give you like a like authentic trespass or no?
I know something was like typed up and written up, but I never signed it.
Okay.
We took the we took the mall security on the run one day, so they never caught back up with us.
So what's some of the craziest things that talking about that? What's some of the craziest things you experienced because of YouTube?
Give me a topic, like where we going with it?
Anyway, like some moments when like the AveryB documentary hit.
Man, when the AveryB documentary hit, it's gonna be a magical one. I'm not gonna lie to you. So let me think, man. I need, bro, like, you feel me? Like, it's so many. I'm gonna keep it a bug. Like, every day is something different. Every day is something different. I'm trying to be politically correct though.
Let me see. Involving, because I kind of want to leave the girl topic.
Exactly.
So like something not involving a girl that was like crazy
as in like, oh my gosh,
like a story time type event that you may have not told the internet yet.
Ooh. They thinking of something over there. They got something in their head. What you thinking of, bro? What you got in your head, bro? Oh, you talking about the head? Oh, okay. So look, you know we live in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So let me just give you a typical day in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? We are fortunate enough. We got some nice cars now. You know what I'm saying? We was in the ability to get nice cars. You know, something that everybody like wants to do when they're young. You know what I'm saying? Get a nice car, get your dream car, whatever. You feel me? So in Atlanta, people gonna look at your cars, like,
for sure.
You feel me? People on game, but you just gotta be steps ahead of their game, like, and know what, like, you know what I'm saying? You know how to move, know how to function, keep your eyes open. Don't be on no stupid shit when you out in public. So like, we had a couple run-ins, like, where like you can tell people on that time, like, whether that be like following you or looking too hard, trying to see your next move. We always on point, but like, it was this one particular time, like, we was all deep at the bowling alley. I think, what was we doing, bro? We was celebrating summer, something like that. We popped out deep that day. So we was with one of our out-of-town friends. He had recently bought a Hellcat and drove it down here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, we all got our cars out. He parked it at the bowling alley. And when he parked it at the bowling alley, he was going in and out of the bowling alley to his car. So one time he went out there, he was sitting in the car, all the lights was off. Some people circled him. Like, people circle him, like, looking at the car. Oh, yeah, that's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what we want, So we happened to come out. He seen the whole plot. He like, hey, yo, them people in that so and so car still there? We like, yeah, what's up? He like, come on, let's go. You heard the sense of urgency.
Yeah.
So we ain't asked no questions. Everybody hopped in. We like, what, 3-4 cars deep. So we like 3-4 cars deep. They probably think it's just him though. So he hopped in his car. He took off. Next thing you know, we looking for him from a distance. They car crank up. And it's like, bro, it's like 6. They're deep. There's 6 of them in their car. You feel me? The whole time we in the bowling alley, they got a lane right there. They looking at us like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they already probably know. You feel me? So he hop in his car. As soon as he hop in his car, they hop in their car. They trailing him. So we on the phone, everybody on like 3 ways. We like, hey, look, this what we gonna do. You speed up, see if they speed up behind you. We in the car, but we like ducked off. So like we driving on the E-way slow just to see what they got going on. So he took off. When I say took off, he did like 100 in the Hellcat. So you know, like he took off. So as soon as he took off, the car behind him followed him.
Yeah.
So
was they in a nice car or was like
they was in a Charger as well.
Okay.
So at this point we like, okay, we know what this is. Like, hey, they following you. We on game. Let's work this out like we supposed to work this out. You feel me? Yeah. So all in all, everything worked out good. You know what I'm saying? Everybody still got their car. Every precaution was made. You know what I mean? Everything was good. You feel me? No cap.
Was that like one of your earlier run-ins with like those type of situations?
Nah, it wasn't an earlier run-in. That was probably like 2 months ago. So
back when that stuff first started happening, because obviously like you came up, you was like a regular, you know what I'm saying, a regular dude, right? And now you're getting these things that people can see that you have something to lose.
Exactly.
How did that affect like your mental going out in public?
Not at all. I always was the type of person when I go out in public, I'm going out in public for a purpose. I was never let's go party. Let's go here for this reason. Like, I'm never that type of person. Like, if I'm out in public, I got a reason to be out in public. Like, oh, let's do this so we can go record this video. Or let's go out in public and do this so we can collab with so-and-so, so we can meet so-and-so, so we can make this connection. So, like, I'm always moving with a purpose, and I'm moving. Like, when I move, you probably not even gonna know I'm moving. Like, if I post an Instagram story, I posted that because I'm gone.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I was always, like, on that type of game anyway.
Yeah. So, with like your subscriber count and like what you have, like obviously you be around people that you didn't come up with. How do you decipher who's there for you? You know what I'm saying, or there for like their own personal benefit?
Exactly. You'll peep the vibes. You'll peep the vibes. No matter how long that take, you'll peep the vibes. And if it do take a long time per se, and you find out that person wasn't supposed to be around you, rather than taking it as an L, you take it as a lesson. Like, okay, I peeped that. I did this. You know what I'm saying? Next time that happens, I know how to, you know what I'm saying, deal with it the next time.
So how do you feel like those situations come to light when you're saying like if you wait enough time? What's something that people do that like is like that red flag in your mind? That like, all right, I see what type of time you want.
Do stuff strictly for clout, low key. Like, you know what I mean? Like do stuff without setting the groundwork first. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we cool, all right, we cool. Let's chop it up before we hop into, you know what I mean? Like, something like that probably. Like, but you'll just get it. Like, you just feel it. Like, I don't know. I can't explain it. It's just some stuff. When you feel it, you know. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? It's like intuition, low key.
Like, I think dudes who clout chase act way better than girls who clout chase. It's actually terrible. Explain. Like, like a girl, I think it's easier probably because like I never hung around dudes. Exactly. I always hung around girls, so it's much easier for me to peep their mannerisms. Yeah. Okay. As opposed to dudes. Exactly. Right.
I see what you're saying.
So, like, I would be the dude in school. I was like on the sports teams, but then as soon as sports was over, I'm going to hang with females. Exactly. Right? So when I started YouTube, I didn't peep some of the stuff that dudes would do to like snake their way through. I thought everything was genuine. Oh, homie, like big bro, homie. Like, I'm not stupid. Exactly. But I also felt like this was something else. But now I think I could peep it from like a mile away now. Like, all right, I see what type of, I see what you're here for.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Exactly. I feel like it's different for everybody because everybody got different stuff they, you know what I'm saying, looking for primarily. But I feel like you'll peep it low key.
Yeah. That's why I try not to ask for stuff. Like, I'm a person like I'm going to show that I have value, right? And then the collaborations could
It's gonna be
grow
mutual.
from there,
It's gonna be
right?
mutual.
You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying?
exactly. I feel like that's low key my gift and curse though. You know what I mean? Like I struggle with that too. Like I know a lot of people that, you know what I'm saying, do the same thing as me. You feel me? That can like benefit in a way, but like the type of person I am, I'm not even gonna try to press that issue, cause like I like how the relationship is organically off camera. I don't even want to put it on camera right now. You know what I mean? So like I feel like that low key a downfall, but I can live with it because like it's my morals. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you'll get to a point where I think I've gotten to a point in YouTube, especially where the people I'm gonna be around, the only reason they're still here is because they're good people, right?
Exactly.
Everybody who started to fall, because there's one YouTube, I can't wait. The day I pass him in subs, I'm throwing a party. All right, like it's
Well, I
gonna
low
be
key know who. I think I know who you talking about.
probably
How many subs? They in the M's?
No.
Oh damn.
But no. But with the day I pass, look, I'm throwing a party. All right,
Yeah.
because what happened was. This was at the beginning of my YouTube career. Like, this is somebody that came to me that didn't even have a YouTube channel when I had YouTube. And I sat through, like, because I'm a person, I don't want nobody to be behind me,
Yeah.
right? I want everybody to be next to me. So if I learn something, let's work on your stuff till you catch up to me, then I'll move forward from there type. You know what I'm saying? So it was that type of event. But then this situation came up where they was like, all right, leaving you in the dust. I'm about to go hop on this, right? And it was mad weird. Like, yo, I'm about to pull up. Oh, no, you can't pull up because such and such don't really like people around. You know? I'm like, nigga, that's weird. I don't, like, I had to tell my girlfriend this when I started YouTube. I'm like, bro, you're my girl. If somebody think that they're going to tell you you can't come somewhere, then I'm not coming.
Yeah.
Like, we can't be cool.
Yeah.
If my homies can't come, I'm not coming.
Yeah.
So now we're in the same rooms, and I know he look at it like, how the fuck did this nigga get here, bruh? Type shit, because he knows what he had to do to get there.
Yeah.
But if he would have just stayed solid, he could have been there too.
Exactly.
On an upward trajectory.
Exactly.
You're here doing like this.
Yeah.
So
I'm here genuinely, like.
yeah.
I
So
feel
like the
that.
people I'm around now, I feel like they're here because they're solid, and they remain here because they solid. I don't really see like none of those vibes and stuff. But like the people, what you got to watch out for is the people around them, right? Because all of the people around them are there for the chase, right? They're trying to clout chase that stuff.
Exactly.
But you can see it's easier to peep it now because I'm not the big fish in the room no more.
Exactly.
They are, and
So you noticing it? So you looking at they interaction?
exactly.
I feel that.
Like I see, y'all are crazy.
I feel
type,
that.
yeah.
Damn. I feel that. That's crazy.
Yeah, all you gotta do is be very observant and you'll peep a lot of stuff. But so you come around a lot of attractive women in your videos, and how many of them do you think the thing people say like girls who are bad have no personality? Does that? Do you believe in that?
Not necessarily. I feel like that's the reason. Cause girls, I got a hypothesis, bro. When girls are bad as fuck, like top tier bad, they know they bad as fuck. So like the normal nigga, when they try to talk to him, she probably like, nah. She probably getting 1,000 DMs.
Yeah.
20 niggas coming up to her a day. So of course you're not gonna see her personality because she's so damn closed off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
But when you actually get to talk to that person and like see what they talking about, of course everybody went through stuff. Like ain't not one person on this earth not go through nothing. You know what I'm saying? So like she got some personality. It's just like it take a minute to get there with her. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about that situation.
There's some like, is there any space in there, bro? Like,
Yeah, it's some stupid people.
yeah.
It's some stupid people.
Do you feel like
But
when
that's girls and boys though.
Yeah, true. Do you feel like when you deal with girls, they try to get more out of you because you may have more than the dudes they typically deal with?
At first, yeah. But, you know what I'm saying? It's to the point, like I said, if I ain't getting nothing out of you, you ain't getting nothing out of me. Like, it ain't never been that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it a bug. It ain't never been no situation like that. It's been times where, like, you could peep that vibe that you're trying to get to, but, like, nah, I ain't never going to let it get to that point. But as of right now, it's on some shit like, if you ain't bringing something to the table, like I'm not talking to you above this YouTube shit. Like after YouTube, that's it. Like, you know what I mean? Like we ain't got nothing else to talk about. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
If it ain't benefiting no other way, all right. I see you later. Good video. I'll send you the link. You know what I mean?
So you and I out here, you're strictly business. Now I'm not here to develop no friendships. You know what I'm saying? If we can't do business, goodbye.
You see what I'm saying? It's times where, like, you know what I'm saying, the temptation kick in, though. So you like, but like right now, most of the times, most of it business.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of it business.
That's what's up. That's a good thing to have. I think I was able to have that because I was in a relationship.
Exactly.
So I had no. I was relationship dream. That's
exactly.
it. But now it was harder at first because there was a lot of people waiting on me to become single. So when people found out, that's why I didn't tell people I ain't tell nobody. I ain't tell Snipe for like 5 months.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
I lived like it was regular, bro.
What? That's crazy.
Nobody could tell, but then people started peeping that she wasn't around. Like,
Yeah.
I was making moves. Like, people was like, "Oh, we going out of town. Bet I'll be there." My cousin had us in a group chat, and she would be like, "Oh, we're doing I'll be there."
So
When I
they
used to say we be
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
I'll be there. I
Okay.
don't know what she gonna do.
So they started peeping.
Yeah, people started peeping that, but then once it came to the light, and other people started to find out, a lot of people they was putting on pressure.
Yeah.
And it was hard at first, but now, like, I just don't care. Like, I don't care about, like, developing a relationship.
So I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you had a relationship.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, judging by how you said that I'd be there, not we. So did your past relationship have, like, relationships with your friends?
Yeah, for sure.
So
like, she was in a group. She still hang out with my cousin.
So how does that work?
You could do what you want. I don't care.
So
like, I'm gonna be me. Like,
okay.
If we're in the same room, we're cordial. Like, I don't have no beef with none of my exes.
Exactly.
Like, so if she called me and was like, "Hey, yo, my tire's flat. I'm by your crib. I'm gonna go change her tire."
All right, cool.
Type
cool,
shit.
Cool.
Like, we just got to a point where we felt like the relationship wasn't what was best for both of us, right? We both weren't in a space where we both wanted to make it work, and we thought it would be better separate, right?
That's real.
And we just go from there.
That's real. That's
You know
real.
what I'm saying? That's my nigga. I say that, like, I try to tell, I protect them on the podcast. Like, I'm not gonna make you look like a villain.
Exactly.
Right? But, like, I'll say before I preface all my stories, like, these is my niggas, right? Just like my homies is my homies. I may have stories that I say where you're not a bad guy for this.
Exactly.
But, like, you still my nigga.
Okay.
Type shit. So
I rock with that. I can rock with that for sure.
Do you have any cordial relationships with your exes?
Yeah. It's mutual.
Do you feel like, so obviously you're not a person who feels like, because a lot of people say, like, if you're not in a relationship no more, like, what is you talking for? You don't believe that?
See, okay, so I feel like it's certain type of boundaries. You know what I mean? Like, if I ain't in a relationship with you no more, don't come here with me, like, on that type of time. Like, if I see you in public, of course it's love. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no love lost. You know what I'm saying? It's just different paths in life.
Yeah.
So that's how that is.
I feel, when you say that type of timing, you mean like on some like boo loving type shit?
Yeah.
Like, don't be over here. I feel you.
Yeah.
And I think that's the gift of being a guy, kind of, because, like, I know you're going to expect me to make a move. Like, I'm not going to make it. Whatever move you think I'm straight.
I'm done. I'm cool. Yeah, exactly. So, as you said that, I want to ask you about double standards, too. Like, how you feel about the double standards on YouTube as far as male and female?
What you mean?
Content-wise.
Like, what you're able to do?
Exactly.
I feel like girls have an ability to be successful without, like, a crazy amount of talent, right? I think that's true. But I think the reason dudes need talent is because there's far more dudes doing it, right? If there was less dudes doing it, then you might need less talent.
Okay.
But, like, the talent pool is so high on the dude side.
Yeah.
Everybody, like, when I can't remember the last time I walked outside and seen a girl with a vlogging camera. But I go outside, I see at least 3 people every time I leave. That's a dude with a vlogging camera.
Damn.
Going to Walmart.
Never thought of it like that. You got a point.
Yeah, but then again, girls have a thing. Everybody needs something that attracts people, and girls have the benefit of dudes who are thirsty out there.
Yep.
Willing to watch.
Yep. So do you would you say one side has it easier in the content world?
I wouldn't necessarily say easier because I've never experienced the need to navigate the women's side. I've never been a woman and had to navigate it, so I can say what I think. Like your struggles are, but I don't know how I would adapt to those struggles if I was a girl. Like you said, like a girl having 100 DMs, dudes in your comments like, I'm gonna catch you and do this to you type joint, or you my baby mama. Like you may have girls shooting a shot in your DMs,
but they aggressive on it. Yeah, I feel that. You're right.
I don't feel like when you walk outside, you feel like if I went across one of these girls in my comments, it might be an issue.
Ooh.
I don't know how navigating that feels.
You're right.
So, how do you feel about it?
I feel like it's a double standard, and both sides got their strong suits, downsides, and upsides. So I feel like ultimately it's low key the same. Yeah, that's where I chalk it down at. Like, no side is easier because like if you're a girl, of course, like you'll get subscribers because you look good. But if you're a boy, you can fuck around and get subscribers because you got girls that look good on your channel. You see what I'm saying? So like, girls can't do that. Like if girls post up with like 3 different dudes, they gonna be labeled something. But like if I do it, it's gonna be the other way around. So like everybody got, you know what I'm saying? The double standard works in both ways, I guess.
I'll give you a different double standard. How do you feel the double standard is between the white and black side of YouTube?
Ooh, that's a conversation right there. So like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I hear a lot of conversations like, you know what I'm saying that they limit the black YouTubers, but like promote the white YouTubers.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know if that's true, but when I watch these type of YouTubers and this type of YouTubers, I can see a quality difference though, you know what I mean? Like I can see a content difference. So like I really can't say it's like, you know what I mean? Like they just dogging us like that.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because I really don't know. Like if I had evidence to know, like if you put me on to something, I'd be like, oh well, yeah, hey, yeah, that's fucked up. Hell nah. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as far as like me looking, like I really don't watch YouTube that much, but like knowing YouTubers from both sides, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I could say like, I don't know about that.
Because even like your content, right? Like you have content like the Miami video, right? You're out chilling with girls, half naked, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever. I feel like somebody may look at that content and look at what's going on and look at you and say, maybe we can't advertise here.
Exactly. Okay.
But they would see
Makes
somebody
sense.
else in the place.
Exactly.
Say, looks like my little nephew. We could advertise here. I think people are just more apt to understanding the people who look like them. And typically the people in the power. The people in power, it's easier for them to look at this YouTuber that look more like me. I can understand you more. So I know you're probably not like that.
Mind blown.
But when I look at you,
you don't know this side.
Yeah, I don't know this side. All I know about people who look like you is what the media says.
What the media portrays.
So I don't know what else could come with doing this.
So the only way to change that narrative is to get people in positions of power to know, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
That makes sense. I never really thought about it like that. See, that's a change of perception right there.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that makes sense.
I don't think there's as big divide as people make it seem. I think it's just a lot of misunderstanding, right? A big one is I'll be trying to stay off Twitter because it's such a bad place to be. But the Super Bowl halftime happened. Now you remember 2 years ago they was killing Jay-Z about working with the NFL. Ooh. Oh, Jay-Z, he's a sellout here.
Damn.
But you ain't hear them. Like, thank you, Jay-Z. We got Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what Jay-Z's whole purpose in this was. Somebody has to get through this door, right? To make it acceptable. To be able to change.
To make it acceptable.
Yeah. Because besides Michael Jackson, like, everybody else was like a sub. Everybody from our side was like a sub co-star to the person. Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake, Beyonce, who is she with? Maroon 5 or something like that. Maroon 5. But now you have
They led it like that was a nice Super Bowl too. I ain't gonna lie. That was probably one of the best ones in recent history.
Yeah. So what were some of the biggest setbacks for you in your YouTube career?
The biggest setbacks in my YouTube career. I feel like everything in life is mental. So once you learn how to navigate your mind, you'll be good.
Yeah.
Because even if it's a setback, you gonna spin that setback and be optimistic about it. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, okay, I took that L, but I'm about to learn from that L and come back even harder. Yeah. So like, as far as setbacks, I look at them as like stepping stones. Yeah. Almost like, okay, I'm right here, but that got me here. So I'm about to catapult myself back to where I was and past that since that happened. So like, I don't even think about setbacks like that. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's
a good mindset to have. That's why I would try to tell people, like, you're in control of your future.
Exactly.
Just take what you have in front of you and keep moving forward. Like, you've learned something here.
Exactly.
Yeah. Even with relationships too, like, people are like, oh, you don't feel like you wasted your time? That relationship was 5 years.
Exactly.
You know how much I grew?
How much I learned.
Exactly.
How much I learned about other people because I'm with somebody for so long. Yeah. So I'm going to contribute that to the next time. Like, all that be lessons.
Yeah, facts.
Lessons.
Let me see. What else could we go before we get into, like, the other stuff? I'm trying to explore the rest of... So besides YouTube, like, what goes on outside of the YouTube lens for you on a daily?
Okay, so outside of YouTube lens on a daily, I'm learning, bro. Like, I'm a big fan of learning. Like, if somebody doing something, like, as you see when we walked in, I'm asking so many questions about this. Like, say we'd be at the crib, this Davo right here, Davo would be on Photoshop. I'm pulling the chair up like, hey, what you doing right here, bro? How you do this? Da-da-da-da. Like, I'm just trying to, like, learn a new piece of information because, like, you never know. One day you might need it, and it's just, I don't know, it's fun to learn new stuff. So, like, I'm just always trying to, like, constantly get better at something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I like to spend time with family, too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Go back there because, like, that's like a grounding point. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I ever, like, got too high off life, like, I go kick it with my family because they calling me by my nickname, asking me if I, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, stuff like that.
That's why I see my parents once a week. You know what I'm saying? I make sure. That's why anybody tell me to do something like Tuesday, I can't do it.
Exactly.
Because, like, that's that day, right? But yeah, bro, have you got into, like, investing your money on YouTube?
Definitely looking for different. And you know what's crazy? That Miami trip low-key put me in a different perspective too. You remember we was all in that hotel? Yeah. So we was all in the hotel and everybody talking about stuff, and, like, I'm in the back like, the hell is they talking about? Huh? They did what? They made what? Like, it was just different conversation that made me look at life different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, conversation I never had. That's the first time somebody ever told me they had a maid. I was amazed. Yeah. I was like, you got what? They was calling her name and stuff. Like, everybody was like, yeah, I got one too. I'm like, what the hell going on up here? That shit was crazy. And then they was talking about they Robinhood when they was investing in Dogecoin and stuff like that. So, like, I seen, like, everybody in the room was familiar with it. Even though, like, I had something invested in it, I did it because everybody else was talking about it. So I was like, oh, that might be something. So that made me, like, go deeper into it. And you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Waleed too, because Waleed be putting me on a lot of game too. Facts. Like, he be putting me on a lot of game. Like, he be like, nah, don't do it like that. Do it like this. It's going to be better for your money when it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, conversations I never had because, like, in my household, finances wasn't the topic. Like, it was a topic for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, like, it was a lack of finances. So, like, getting money and knowing what to do with money was, like, big because, like, I never knew what to do. So, like, seeing that was like, damn, okay, I'm kind of understanding more now. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it made me, like, try to go deeper into, like, knowing what's going on in that aspect.
Yeah. That trip was crazy. Like, I think, like, Bumble went public, like, while we were there, the company, Doge was going crazy. I remember from the Miami trip, when we left what Doge did from when we left the hotel to when we landed on the flight, I could not wait to open my phone.
Crazy. I was in the airport, bro. Like, literally, I was in the airport. I think I was with Jace. I was with a couple folks, and like everybody literally like on the phone, like
it was
looking
me,
at
you,
stuff.
Jason, Shard, I think.
Yeah, I'm looking around like, yo, like, okay, this a different world. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not used to this. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that was cool. That was cool to see like somebody like on top of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, cause for me, like growing up, that's something we'd be like, oh, that's what the white folks do. You know what I mean? Crazy, right? Like, that's how we would talk though. But like seeing like people with the same skin color, coming from same background, still doing this and like trying to get ahead, doing stuff like this, that was like a different perspective.
The money that your money can make for you is crazy.
Crazy.
I don't keep more than $5,000 in my bank account. Never. There's no reason.
Wow.
Because what it will do in your bank account is nothing
At all.
You could put it in like a ETF or EF. You can put it in a mutual fund that'll just grow over time, right? So like the S&P, the safest place to put your money is in the NASDAQ, the Dow Jones, or the S&P 500. You put it in one of those, they haven't never statistically went down, but they are on like the trend has never become a downward trend.
Peep this. I'm about to put you on. Hey, have y'all ever heard of anything he just said? Yeah. You have? But you haven't, bro? See, like, they young niggas, you feel me? Like, I ain't never heard of none of this either, bro. But, like, being in different situations, different rooms, you hear stuff about this. Yeah. So, like, this big, like, you feel me? I appreciate you for even, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt,
like, this big, like, I'm taking this, like, damn, okay, we learning about something else. Like, all right, let's go implement this in our life. So, like, 10 years from now, we'll be glad we did that. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, like, it's just conversations like this, I love them all the time because it's a different perspective, bro.
You could ask Snipe, bro. I know so much. Because, like, I was a kid in the school, like, or growing up, like, I gotta figure this out, right? So I would never talk to my peers. I never got advice from my peers. Like, when I wanted to learn about relationships, I went to people in my neighborhood that was married and asked them, like, how did y'all become married? How did y'all, like, because, you know, like, your family will protect things because every family got secrets and things they don't, you know what I'm saying? So I would go to other people, like, how did y'all know y'all wanted to be together? What was like the hardest parts of your relationship that you had to work through? And then people who had things that I couldn't fathom having, like, you got a gate. And like, I played soccer at 9 years old, and one of the kids on my team, his dad was the coach, and they invited me over their house to like hang out with their son, right? So I'm in their house, I'm looking at this big house. How much does this cost? Like, how much do you have to make to get a house like this? I was very inquisitive at a young age. And I understand the value of taking that information and giving it to people because, like, when you come from a certain economic background, you're taught that value comes in scarcity, right? Jordans cost a lot because there's only 30,000 pairs made. That's how you learn it. You learn from a consumer standpoint.
Exactly.
But when you learn about from a entrepreneur standpoint or an investing standpoint, you learn the more people who know about it, the more we can all make. There's people who, that's why whenever you see me post on Instagram, I never block out what I invest in because, and I see people who do that and I understand what mindset they come from is you don't want people to know because you think it's going to hurt what you could get out of it. But actually, if I buy a stock at $1, it goes up to $2, and then all of y'all invest that $2, that'll cause the stock to go up.
Exactly.
And now the $2 y'all invested in and everybody else, it may go up to $4. You need more people to invest in this thing for it to grow. And especially if you, so I'll ask this question. How do you think you should determine how or what to invest in?
I feel like the perfect way is something that you use every day because you believe in it. I feel like that'd be like the ideal way. You know what I mean? But nowadays, social media, I feel like social media tell you what to, like, if you look in the right places.
It's the scary thing about social media is a lot of people have opinions that don't necessarily grasp how the concept works. So Doge in practice probably wasn't the best thing to invest in. But since we had the pandemic, people are getting disposable income, it was good because now people who don't understand how to invest their money is throwing their money in here. So if I buy it while it's here and we basically crowd fund this investment, it's going to go up. And when it goes up, then I could pull my stuff out.
Yeah.
Right? But that's why social media is very scary because people try to take that and apply it to other things, but that's not how it works. So like with the AMC thing, yeah, it was cute, right? But that's not how you figure out what to invest in. Like you said, things that you use every day. And the second thing is things that you think are going to change the world, right? So if you see the world moving in a certain direction, for example, Facebook came out with the Oculus. They bought Oculus, I think. They bought Instagram. And the Oculus is the virtual reality. Now they're about to come out with, mind you, one of the biggest games of all times is Sims.
Exactly.
Right? They're about to drop a game on Oculus called Horizon publicly. Now, big YouTubers and streamers, they already have it. Like Dante's been playing Horizon. I know he got a bag for that. Like I think Agent uploaded a video about Horizon because it's gonna give people the ability to interact like this and not be in the same room.
Sheesh.
Like them car videos on the Oculus, they have 360 cameras. You know, like them little cameras, it's like a pole and it shows the 360.
Yep.
So
like for house tours and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Virtual house tours.
Where that's going is, it was good for house tours. But where it's going is there's going to be 360 YouTube videos. So imagine you go drop the top on your Corvette and you have that 360 camera in the passenger seat and you drive through Atlanta.
People can look around what's going on.
Exactly. If you upload a video like on a second channel, like driving with AveryB, right? You'll be the first one to the market to do this. And you just drive around 285 and put that video up. People will be able to drive around 280 in your video and look around like this.
Like they riding passengers.
Exactly.
Ooh, and I could be talking to the camera. That's crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy.
So it's just a different experience for people. Like, so things like that, when you can see the vision of how things are going to develop, that's how you figure out what you're going to invest in.
That's lit.
Like Tesla, it was only a matter of time before we moved off of gas cars because eventually gas is going to run out.
Exactly.
So there's a need. And if you can find a company that can fill a need, that's the company you invest in. Some companies create needs, like Nestle. Don't you want to drink bottled water? You're tired of having to pour your filtered water, right? Here's bottled water. We filtered it for you. Now everybody thinks like bottled water is better. It's not true.
Exactly.
Filtered water with the proper filter is better than bottled water. But now it's become a necessity for everybody.
Damn.
Right? So yeah, investing is a crazy thing. I would definitely keep your money because in a bank, your money only yields like a 0.0001 compounded interest, which is, you can have $1 million in there. You're probably gonna gain like $100 it's sitting there. But like a mutual fund, the S&P 500 grows 7 to 13% every year, except like the housing crisis or COVID or something like that. As long as those major things don't happen, on average, it's going to grow like 7 to 13%.
Damn.
Your money's sitting there.
That's crazy.
Yep.
So how you feel about banks? What's your perspective on the bank?
What do you mean by that?
Like having different bank accounts.
I mean, having different bank accounts is good. What's better is having different credit cards. Because if you can spend other people's money to make your money, right, while your money is making money in a mutual fund or an investment.
Exactly.
Right? Like, as long as you pay it off before the month is over,
cool.
Your money, like, so say I have $500, I put it in a mutual fund, and I run up my credit card to $500. At the end of the month, if I invested in the right things, that $500 will be $520. So I take that $500, pay off my credit card,
and you just got $20 for nothing.
And you got $20 that you didn't
even work for.
Exactly. So when you receive your next paycheck, you take that $500, put it over here, run up your card so now you have $520.
You're not even spending your money.
You're not spending your money, right? And you're gaining money off of money that you already have.
Whoa.
So look, so you take the $500, you invest it. You have your credit card, you spend $500 in this, right? At the end of the month, when it's time to pay your card before interest hits, you take the money out of the account, less what you've gained, and you pay it off. When you receive your next paycheck, you put that if your paycheck was $500, you take that $500, put it in that account. Now you have $520. So $520, you gained what is that? A 4% increase
4%.
on your investment. So now your 4% will be on $520, which is $28. So now you have $548 in here. You take that $500, pay off your credit card. Now when you put it in there, you have $548 that grows at a 4% rate. Then you take that and you keep. Now you're making money. Not necessarily, but it's growing, and it's gonna grow over time because eventually that 20 profit turns to 40 profit. The 40 profit turns to 80 profit. The 80 profit turns to 160 profit. The 160, 300. So a year from that happening, you taking that same cycle of $500, you investing the money has also gained you money, which could be probably more than you even put in there.
Exactly.
Right? So
exactly. Just knowing how to navigate it, bro.
Yeah, it's all discipline.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Everything in life is discipline.
Yeah.
Life revolves around discipline.
Yep.
The more you have, the better you're going to do in life.
Exactly.
That's how I feel. Damn.
And the more money that you invest, the more that you get out of it. That's why, I don't not like giving investment advice to people who don't have a lot of disposable income, because
they need it.
Yeah, they need it, and two, they're not willing to gamble, right? And the only reason I'm willing to gamble is because I have the discipline in making sure I pay for my stuff, right? Because what people will do is because what the bank is going to do, they're playing the game too. I see you running up $500 every month. Let's give them $800. What people will do is, if their paycheck's $500, then they start running their credit card up to $800.
Because they can, not knowing you doing too much, you only getting $500.
Exactly. So when you get when you get your next paycheck, now you still have a $300 balance that's going to incur a 24% compounded interest rate on top of it. So now that $300 becomes $300 and whatever, like $40. So now you have to outpace what you went over, what you had, and it's not going to outpace probably what you invested in. The games, the banks are playing games too. Yeah, for sure.
A whole chess game, bro.
Yeah.
This ain't nothing but chess, bro. What age did you start peeping all this?
I would say I walked into high school forget team sports. Where is the business classes? So in 9th grade, I think they make you take PE health and Spanish, and then by my second semester in 9th grade, I was in a 12th grade accounting class.
So where did that discipline come from? Going into school, all right, sports fun, but I want to learn about this because it's going to be helpful.
I think sports made me disciplined because I literally played sports year round. And there would be times of the year I'll be playing 2 sports at once. I would have all-star basketball. So the basketball season to come, they'll pick the all-star team. I'll be playing all-stars. And then I would have baseball practice after my all-star basketball game. Or I'll have it before on a Saturday. My Saturday would be baseball game in the morning, then my all-star game at 4 p.m. So that scheduling of my life just provided me discipline. Then my mom, clean the house before I get home.
Sure. I was just about to say that. Big credit on your parents.
Yeah,
Got to be for sure. Big credit on your parents, for sure.
Yeah, it's a lot. And the one thing, I'm not gonna say I took it for granted. I just didn't know everybody else didn't have it. Right? I didn't know everybody else didn't have the mindset to want to be great in life, right? So I'll run into my friends why are we doing this? We don't need to be doing. We need to be doing this. Jordan, you know who Jordan Peterson is?
It's athlete.
He's like a life coach, right?
Oh no.
And he said a thing. What was it that he said? He said your life is not sipping margaritas in Jamaica. That's not your life. Those happen every now and then. But if you can get the things right that you do every day, then you will become. If you can get being on time correct, like people will tell you, if somebody tells me a party starts at 8:00, I'm gonna be outside at 7:55. It's just in my. I can't be late.
Damn, that's hard.
Yeah,
that's hard.
And then with that, like, my problem was I started to understand everybody else wasn't like that, and then people would be late, and I would be frustrated. Like, I would never. How are you, bro? We said we were leaving at 7:00. It is 7:10. Like, that's how like entrenched in my brain it is. Like, I will start getting like frustrated if I'm late.
Exactly.
But then now that I'm like, I have no like attachment. I'm able to maneuver through life way better. Cause like that 30 minutes before I'm supposed to leave, I could do this. Then I could leave. I could leave here and do everything's scheduled, so I know I can use my time. If we leave 30 minutes, I could have used 30 minutes to do something else productive, right? So,
what's your method of organization? You use calendars, notes.
Bro, I have the craziest brain in the world.
Whoa, so you don't got to do none of that.
I don't write down nothing.
Hard.
I don't write down goals.
Hard.
I can literally play through like a lot of stuff in my head.
That's hard.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
That's fine.
But a lot of that is, you know what I'm saying, is having a household where there was, outside of school, it was nothing to do. We got a deck of cards. Let's play the matching game. Let's play goldfish. Because I got to remember what's in your hand. Oh, you asked me for 8, give me that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That repetitiveness just
makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Damn.
How do you go about your organization?
Organization, bro, like, I cycle through different methods. So I use a calendar. I'm tired of the calendar. I use some on my phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just go back and forth from that. Really. So I'm bigger on written though. Like, I like writing out stuff. Like, I like verbally seeing stuff. Like, every day I wake up, oh, I see it. Okay, cool. Jot it down. Like whiteboard, stuff like that. That's like how I go about it. You know what I mean?
It was so crazy in school. Like, I bought 8 notebooks all of college, and none of them are written past the 3rd page.
Damn.
Like, of notes in class. I could literally like remember a conversation from class. Like, so say the teacher asked like, what year was the Declaration of Independence signed? The teacher asked, oh boy, he don't know. Teacher's like, well, why aren't you paying attention? When I take the test, I'll remember the teacher telling him you're not paying attention and what the teacher said after that.
So you one of those type of learners where like you combined it with something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how I remember directions. I remember, like, I only use my GPS to go around traffic. Like, I could remember how to get there first time, but like, I only use it for traffic and just so I don't have to second guess myself.
Whoa. Because
one time my mom tried to take us to Whitewater. There was a parade, so she tried to go around it, and then she couldn't get back on the track of getting to. And we ended up getting there like an hour and 30 minutes late. And that day I said, I'm never not using the GPS just in case.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I feel that.
But we'll get into the part of the podcast where all the clips come from. You know what I'm saying? Crazy questions.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
So what are some of the qualities that make you the most mad about women?
The qualities that make me the most upset about women. I hate the quality now. Like, I don't know if it's just new age women. Like, girls will bring absolutely nothing to the table, but expect you to bring everything. I totally don't understand that. Like, it'll be a girl, she doesn't have a job. Yeah. She look good. She live with her parents. But, oh, my nigga gotta have this. My nigga gotta have that. Like, I'm like, what you see, you look in the mirror, right? Like, what's going on? Like, you ain't got none of that. Like, what? How you demanding this and you ain't got none of that? Yeah. So like, that's probably my biggest frustration.
Where do you think that comes from?
Media, television, music, Instagram, all that. That's where that comes from.
I think where it comes from is media, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the reason it comes from media, though, is you been in New York?
I have.
What would you do in New York?
What did I do in New York?
Mm-hmm.
I went out to New York and we linked up with some content creators down there.
Okay. You ever been to LA?
I have.
Same thing?
Nah, LA was different. I was in LA for like 2-3 days.
Mm-hmm.
So it was strictly like just viewing LA.
Okay. So when you go into those spaces, it's different because these are places where there's exorbitant wealth.
Mm-hmm.
So girls go out there, but they're willing to do a lot, right? They'll clean your house. They'll sit in the car while you go work. They are going to wait on you hand and foot. And that's how they get their dudes, right? So that rhetoric came from that community to like the average community, right? Where how they pick their dude out there is strictly finances. I'll do all the woman stuff because you got finances. In the real world, in the regular average household, that's not how it works.
It ain't like that.
But people took in that message, and women who were growing up in not the 1%, right, heard it and thought what you bring to the table is strictly a financial conversation. It's not. Those women are doing a lot, but they just didn't hear about that part. They only hear about how they pick who they want.
Exactly.
You're not in the same ballpark, right?
Exactly.
So yeah, I think that's how it happened. But yeah, bro.
So you telling me like it came from situations where like girls was like, I'm just gonna say rich, like outside of rich folks' house, like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna do whatever.
Bro, listen, if you go spend like a month in LA and
you'll see it.
Go to parties and stuff.
I've heard
they will press you, all right?
Yeah.
Because this nigga, yo, look, what do you need? You want me to run and get you breakfast? All the things, you know what I'm saying? You won't have to lift I promise you won't. But that's what they do to get, because they know to do, if she does this, she gets to go on her vacations with her friends. She gets the bag she wants, the club, because he got the money.
Mm-hmm.
The money don't mean nothing to him, right? So she's waiting hand and foot. She's working.
So that's her definition of working.
Yeah.
That's what she brings to the table.
Exactly.
Okay.
But then girls out here like, bro,
they don't provide none of that.
What?
They see that, but they don't see what they got to do. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. That makes sense.
What is one of the worst experiences you had with a female?
Woo.
Obviously, you could omit names. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell everybody that.
Woo. True. So had an incident with a female, man. We was chilling at the crib. It was probably like 2 a.m. We chilling, vibing, talking. Hear banging at my door. Yeah. Banging at my door. This was before that, though. When I heard the banging at my door, it was actually a delivery person dropping off some gifts for what somebody did the day before.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even her. The girl did some crazy shit the day before. Y'all remember that? It was in there when it happened. Man, bro, shawty, man. Bro, the whole 9. Everything you can imagine. Tire, busted tire.
Hold up, yo shit?
Bro. You remember how I said everything doesn't go on the internet? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The world would never know. You feel me? If it wasn't for this podcast, the world would never know. Tires getting busted, bro. Came in the house, glass being thrown. Bro, the whole house, like, man, bro. And it's crazy because I got videos of all of this. Y'all ain't never seen these videos. You said why? You know, when you young, successful man, you know, you have different options of females, but some females put themselves on the top of the list. You know what I'm saying? When the whole time it ain't even that.
Yeah.
So like when they find out it ain't even that, everything in their body be like,
yeah,
I thought I was them, but she wasn't. So like all those emotions came crashing down. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, I was there looking at it. I was watching it the whole time. I was like, oh, wow. This is crazy.
How did you get out of that situation?
How did I get out of that situation? Explain what you mean get out. Like,
how did you get yourself to the conclusion of that situation?
So really, bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, the next day, I just start doing videos. Honestly, like, it was on some shit like, wow, okay, the place I'm in right now is crazy, but I'm not about to stay in this place. I'm not about to dwell on this shit. I'm about to come out the next day and go crazy. So, right. Like,
I think so what I'm trying to ask is, how long was she there, and how did you get her to go away?
Oh, how did I get her to leave?
Yeah.
Okay, so boom, man, bro, it's a lot of this shit, like, I'm scared to say, cause like, don't nobody know about it, you know what I'm saying? So she was in my crib, bro, and then she was making a big scene. She had no clothes on either, bro. It was like, it was weird. It was weird. So
this is why another girl was at your house?
No.
Oh, okay.
It was just her. She the only one that pulled up, and nobody was there at the time. But when so look, we left. So how I got her to leave, bro, I'm like, hey, I don't know what the hell you got going on, but we leaving. Like, I'm leaving too, because you want some other shit. So, like, stuff was outside, you know what I'm saying? Her stuff right here, you feel me? I'm gonna leave your stuff right here. I locked my door. All right, you feel me? Boom, we left. Whole time, she's still there. So, she's still there. And while she's still there, another one of my, you know what I'm saying?
People showed
friends,
up.
You know what I'm saying, showed up. So they in different cars looking at each other. So like the pressure wasn't on me no more. They was about to fight. So like whole time I'm like 40 minutes away, kicking it with my cousin, and my cousin house.
You
like
left?
Bro, I left, bro. And I'm literally just watching everything on the phone, like, damn, that's what's happening. They sending me pictures. I'm like, damn, so they ain't just in front of each other. I'm like, we made an escape too. I ain't gonna lie. We made an escape. Man, bro, if I would have vlogged this, it would have hit 1 million views. If I would have vlogged this, it would have hit 1 million views. No cap. If I vlogged this, it would have hit 1 million views.
That is crazy.
Bro, it was a whole CIA mission.
To get out the crib?
Bro. See, I'm talking about 2 different nights. Y'all talking about the other night. I'm talking about the night when she came in throwing shit. I'm talking about that. Y'all talking about the night afterwards.
Was this the same girl?
Yeah. So look. The night she came in throwing shit, that's when I had just left. Like, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you want. So the next night, we in that bit, and then she doubled back. She spent back. And then they was there. So I'm like, man, it crazy. I saw my shit again, bro. All right, look, that's what we gonna do. You go out there, take her that way, and then you pull the car right here. I'm gonna jump out this, and then I'm gonna just meet you in the car. We just gonna take off. And we did that. And she was just there.
In the crib?
Nah, not in the crib. Outside the crib. She thought I was there though. She was texting me like, I noticed you in this black car pulling up with the hoodie on. I don't know who she was talking about, but she texted my phone saying all type of shit. I ain't gonna lie.
What was your response to those text messages?
Bro, I don't know. I was low key. I'm like, bro, is this really happening, bro? Like, what the fuck? Like, she really on demon time. Like, y'all see this shit? Like, she really going hard. You know what I'm saying? But later, I ain't gonna cap. I had cut Shawty off for the longest. I'm like, I'm not talking. Hell nah. But later we talked.
Yeah.
You know, and she told me like, she's genuinely like fucking with me. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, that doesn't excuse the fact that you did this, but like she told me like where it came from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say I respect it, but I got a different perspective.
I understand your perspective, but that can't happen in my life.
Nah, that shit, I'm not gonna lie. I don't wish that shit on nobody. That shit was crazy.
I could never imagine, like, I've been fortunate enough to navigate through crazy girls. Mm-hmm. And I also understand those ramifications. That's why, like, every girl can't come to my house.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
I have to figure out who you are outside of my house before you come here. Unless I've known you for some time, I got people who could vouch, you know what I'm saying, your conduct. You can't come to my house.
See, and that's one thing I had to learn, bro, you know what I'm saying, about every bitch that came to my house. But, like, I'm seeing now. I'm seeing why things happen. So my lease coming up, and when I get my next spot, I guarantee you ain't no girl coming to my house.
Yeah.
Unless, bro, it gotta. I'm telling you, ain't no girl coming to my house, bro, unless she that girl, and I don't see that girl right now in my eyes.
Yeah.
I don't see her.
What would it take for a girl to be that girl?
Shit.
I'm trying to give them the blueprint so they could be acting. You know what I'm saying?
For that girl to be that girl, you gotta want me for real, way more than I want you. I gotta want you too though, and then you gotta show me that you gotta show me something. Like it gotta be a day where I be like, okay, she could be the one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna take a lot, but when that day comes.
Why do you think she gotta want you more than you want her?
I feel like honestly, I feel like the guy gotta want the girl more, kinda. But I feel like it gotta be on par. But I say want me more than I want her at first because like you gotta show me that you really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause girls show me that they into me all the time, so like you gotta show me something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta show me that shit real.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm looking for.
I don't want, like, I don't know. Like, I've been through long relationships.
Mm-hmm.
I think, like, bruh, you have to want the goal more than me.
Interesting.
Sure.
Interesting.
Because if your goal is to have a happy household
Mm-hmm.
and live happily, I just want to be a part of that.
Exactly.
I don't want you to want me. Because that is going to lead us to other stuff, right? That's gonna lead to girls being crazy.
That's
like,
hard. I never thought about that shit.
I don't want that burden
Exactly.
of being your everything.
Exactly.
I'm straight.
So the goal of a happy home.
Yeah, we're just partners in life.
Interesting.
Whatever boundaries y'all set for that, that's on y'all. Like being older, going into different environments with older successful relationships, because like I went to like households, but now I'm into the point in life where I was at the club and this dude was like, yeah, that dude right there, you know what I'm saying, he had me come over there, I was smashing his wife, you know what I'm saying, they're a swingers couple. I'm like,
What?
let me ask them, like, how did y'all get to this?
Exactly.
Right, the mindset of it. And like, I'm not, and I used to ask a lot. I asked Jace, I was like, would you have an open relationship? It's not because I advocate for open relationships, because I advocate for the thought process they have. They don't care about nothing but being happy, right? And some of the things that we try to protect ourselves from stops us from being happy, right? So, like, me and Jace were talking, and he was like, yeah, my girl can't give out her Instagram. I'm like, but that itself doesn't mean anything. It only means something if you feel like it'll go somewhere. And, like, people who are in those relationships, they've let go of those, like, I truly trust you. So I can truly be open with you. Now, whether you choose to do the other stuff, that's on them, right? But the mindset they have is very interesting. I actually went to a party at Tokyo Valentino, bro.
No.
Yes.
You know what that is? Y'all remember? Who was that? What's that restaurant right next to it?
Gino's, the pizza place?
No.
Grindhouse Killer Burger. Atlantis. Damn. What else is over there?
Oh, yeah, exactly. You remember we seen that little place?
Oh, you're talking about Cirque?
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Pink, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So there's a hidden door downstairs. Yeah, and it goes into like a 3-story like venue. Yeah. So somebody sends me a text. They're like, this girl from Tennessee, she like, hey, I'm coming to Atlanta. Come to this party with me for Halloween. I didn't want to go. But she got here and she's blowing my phone up. She's like, hey, you coming? So I'm like, fuck it. I tell my homie, like, hey, we about to go to this party. He got an outfit. I don't. Like, that's how much I didn't want to go.
Exactly.
We go, and it's her friend that we went with. It's her cousin's party.
Okay.
And it was her friend. It was also her brother's birthday. That's why they went to the party.
Okay.
Now, they didn't know their cousin was into this, right? And I get the address. It says adult costume party. So me, I'm thinking like oh, it's gonna be drinking, people gonna be dressed a certain way, and it's just the address. It don't say like a venue. We pull up. I pass Atlantis. I'm like, I look at the GPS. I'm like, there's no way it's in there. So we pull up. I go ask security at the door. I'm like, do you know where this party is? He's like, no, I don't know. I go ask the worker. He's like, go to the door downstairs. So we go to the door downstairs that goes into like this room that got like rooms you could go in, lock. Niggas was having threesomes in there and shit. Yeah. But he was like, this party, the entrance is upstairs. So when you look at the venue from the outside, you know the brown wooden part?
Exactly.
There's a secret door in there.
Bro.
That you can open. Yeah, bro.
What the fuck?
Crazy. So we go in there, and I'm watching him and his wife, like, interact with each other. I'm watching other people bring other people. I'm just looking like, these people are really having fun. Like, it was the littest party I've ever been to. Like, everybody was dancing with everybody. Niggas didn't give a fuck. Like, people was in there to have a blast. You go to the club now, like, bro, why this nigga looking at my girl? Why it's so much tension that nobody has fun. So their mindset is something that I've adopted since then. Now, I don't know about going as far as they do.
Yeah.
Right? But the mindset, I just want somebody whose goal is to be happy. That's it.
Damn. Interesting. So when it's all said and done, not even when it's all said and done, like when you find the next potential relationship partner, right away you just giving her your trust? Like right away?
For sure. I give everybody my trust in the beginning. Nigga, if you fuck up me being in your circle, that's on you.
Exactly.
So, like, I know I can't, I'm never going to allow you to get close enough to put me in a position I can't recover from. So, like, I can trust you. I'm going to watch how you move. Like, if I can bring you in certain, like, if we're cool, I might bring you around. Like, there's certain circles I can't bring people in because they could put me in a position that I can't recover from, right? But, like, regular stuff, like, come on. I see how you interact with people, have regular conversations. I give everybody my trust in the beginning. What they do with that determines, because I don't really think there's a way to give your trust incrementally. Because you're always going to have the reason that you had the blockade up.
Damn.
In the back of your mind.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Interesting.
How do you feel like you go about trusting people?
Bro, I don't, bro. Like, I don't know. It's just like I got that, you know what I'm saying, mental block. Like, I can't put all my trust in because if I do, I feel like it's gonna go the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? So I got that like fear low key. You know what I mean? So like that fear could be blocking like what's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's how it is for me.
I think I trust you, but I trust me more. Okay. I trust my judgment more.
Exactly. Okay. Right? Cool. Exactly.
Before it gets too far, I'm gonna recognize.
You gonna know so?
Right? Yeah.
You gonna know so?
I think that's how I end up navigating like trust. But do you think you've always been like that, or were there like events that caused you to be like that?
It was definitely probably events, not even necessarily happening to me. Like I see like outside stuff happening. Like, damn, that happened to you because you did what? Oh nah, you know what I mean? So it could probably be something like that happened along the way.
Yeah, I seen a lot. And especially being friends with girls, I knew all the shiesty stuff.
Exactly.
Dudes did too. I knew, and girls are more transparent too. They'll tell you how they friends fucked up. Yeah. Like dudes.
Girls gonna tell you what they friends got going. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what you're saying. Yeah.
So I was able to learn everything about everybody because most dudes are moved by women. Like so. Somebody in this circle is connected to almost every dude in this school. Yep. I could find out something about anybody. So I would just sit in those circles, get information, watch the dudes, how they, oh yeah, him and such beefing. Then I see them dapping and like pretending they cool in front of me. I'm like, all right, I ain't got nothing to do with me. Just continue on about my time. I really be like by myself. Exactly. I really be dolo a lot of times. Exactly. So I think I just have connections. That's what my mom was like, you had that one friend. I was like, Mom, that was not my friend. I have very few friends. And as I'm growing older, I'm realizing friends I had weren't my friends. Damn. Like I'm around more trusting people as I elevate in life, I'm like, yo, them people wasn't really my friends. They were acquaintances by proximity. That's what they were.
For the moment of that time where I was,
Yeah,
they was at the same spot in their life.
for sure. So
True.
yeah, but you got any questions before you head up out of here?
It make a lot of sense, bro. I ain't gonna count. This was a whole, you know what I'm saying, learning experience right here, bro. I didn't got different perspectives on life, finances. You feel me?
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Where do I see myself in 5 years? I want to see myself owning a house, in my house that I own, with a girl, you know what I'm saying, that I'm being happy with.
How old are you?
22. So damn, that's 27.
I wouldn't think about a girl till like 30.
Think so?
Yeah.
Explain. I want kids though. I want kids early.
I understand.
You see me? And I don't want no different baby mamas type shit. Like I want my kids to be with the same girl. Even if me and that girl ain't together, we, you know what I'm saying, know what's going on.
I think it's possible to do it before then.
Mm-hmm.
But you would have to have somebody so elite, because you were able to figure out who you were at a very young age, right? And the mistake that happens is you believe other people are able to know too. But some people aren't committed to a path. They let life happen.
They just doing whatever.
Yeah. And then they get to a point where it's too late and I have to pick a path.
Damn.
So that could cause them to become somebody else.
Damn.
Right?
Interesting.
And so the only way I'll say it is if you date a girl older than you.
Exactly.
Like if you're 27, if you're at 25, she should be like 32.
Exactly. You know, you think girls mature faster? Typically on the...
I think girls mature emotionally faster because girls have the environment to mature emotionally.
Definitely. Guys don't have that.
Yeah.
Like growing up, if you a guy and somebody see you crying, it's almost like shamed upon. Like, nah, man, hold that shit in.
Like the way guys mature faster in logical thinking, right?
Okay.
Because we have to do stuff. We have to create our own path.
Exactly.
There is no person who gives us nothing, right? So we mature in that space faster. Women mature emotionally faster, I think.
Makes sense. That makes sense.
So, yeah. But tell everybody where they can find you, you know what I'm saying?
For sure, man. Follow me on Instagram at AveryB. YouTube at AveryB. Second channel daily, Avery. Daily content, daily vlogs, daily life of AveryB. No cap.
Who are your, before we leave, who are your inspirations on YouTube?
As I first started doing YouTube, really wasn't none. I got way more inspirations now being a YouTuber than not being a YouTuber. So right now, who do I look at? I'm mad I don't know bro name. It's he a finance YouTuber. He also got a podcast. You probably damn sure know him.
Probably.
You damn sure know him. Nah, not even, bro. It's a white guy. He got a his podcast like Hot Coffee something.
Oh no, I think maybe, I don't know.
They gonna know who I'm talking about, but I rock with him because how he got his team, like he like got everybody doing different stuff. Like I fuck with that. Also DDG for sure. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he on top of the, like, you know what I'm saying, my era of YouTube right now and the moves he making financially, YouTube wise, musically, all that. That shit's hard. That shit hard. Probably.
That's what's up. But yeah, listen, everybody follow his links. I will link those down below. You know what I'm saying? Very dope episode. This podcast will be on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, all that great stuff. So make sure y'all head over there. You know what I'm saying? Check that out. But until the next time we see y'all, peace.
No cap.